Hello world. I am doing an update video for my locks, and I am currently 3 weeks locked. I've had a retwist about a week ago, and I am absolutely loving everything about the decision that I made to lock my hair. A month and a half or two before I made the decision to lock my hair, I did a big chop and probably took a good 6 to 7 inches off my hair. It was down to, right about here. But I kind of just got sick of it, and I said, I don't want to deal with you anymore. And I decided to cut a bunch off. Now, I've been thinking about locking my hair for about a year now. I did faux locks to see how I felt about locks in general. Would I feel like they would fit me? Would they look right on me? Just because I don't see many journeys on YouTube or on Instagram with people with my type of hair. I see a lot of 4C journeys, which I love. I love watching the blossoming of somebody with starter twists or comb coils and watching their journey and how it progresses. But the only thing that I didn't see a lot of was people with my type of hair getting locked and their process and their journey. So I figure if I can answer one question for anybody out there, or even have somebody help me answer some questions that I have about the locking process, that I'll be doing, myself a favor, maybe somebody else. I currently just use rose water and some vitamin E oil mixed with aloe to keep the itchy scalp at bay. Mostly just rose water most days, and in a little spray bottle to help keep my locks hydrated. I did not color my hair pre-lock. This is how my hair naturally grows. It lightens over time. I don't know if you can see the different colors within my locks. That is not box dye, it's not cream dye. That's just how my hair, grows. It lightens the longer it gets. The whole bottom part that I cut off was pretty light. I don't know why it does that, but it's pretty neat because, I would want my tips a little lighter, and it doesn't look like I'm gonna have to do that with any kind of bleach or dye. It looks like my hair is just gonna hold up the light color it has. The first couple weeks were rough until I had my retwist. It was a lot of scalp itching. I felt like my locks were dry. I didn't know if I was doing it right. I had a lot of questions. I think my loctician got sick of listening to all my questions. I didn't know as much as I thought I knew. A lot of the information I knew worked for, type 4C hair and, types of hair in between there, but my hair is while it was kinky, it was still compared to like 4C, a very loose curl. This down here at the bottom is pretty much my natural curl pattern. The top is starting to bud a little bit. I still have this cute little bob-like hairstyle going on. I wear it like this some days. Some days I put a bandana over it. Other days I'll do the half up, half down. Some days I'll just pull it into a pony and let my little bangs hang. I love how everything's so versatile. I love how everything is so easy. My son also has his done. He's the same amount of journey as I am. He's 3 weeks in, just like I'm 3 weeks in. I go for my second retwist next week. He goes for his first next week. He didn't have one when I first got mine because his hair type's completely different than mine. His hair type is tighter, therefore his starter locks are holding better than mine were holding. Mine need a little bit of extra TLC. I want to continue to learn. I want to continue to document the journey, talk with people what they know, share some tips that, I've seen help, my itchy scalp, the dryness in my locks. I've pretty much overcome that with just rose water and a little bit of vitamin E oil and aloe. I don't really have any buildup. My scalp's pretty clean. I just kind of want to see what other people are doing and what their thoughts are on starter locks, when you should get your first retwist, how often should you wash. Everybody has a different opinion. Ladies, everybody has a different opinion on that. I'm going by what my loctician says. You know, other people are going to go by what their loctician says. Some people are just going with the flow and letting their hair tell them when it's time to do a retwist or when it's time to wash. I would like anybody and everybody who has information to fill me in a little bit. I feel like I'm doing okay maintaining them. My loctician mentioned that my locks were hydrated, which that's the goal, and that they weren't dry and that they were holding up well. I was concerned because my hair was so loose looking at my son's starter locks, comparing them to mine, which I know you can't compare one to the other, but comparing them to mine, his looked like super, super, super tight coils, and mine were very, very loose and flowy, just like this, which I didn't know that that was okay. I didn't know if that was okay. I couldn't find any videos to tell me if it was okay. You know, I could find a couple people, you know, on Instagram that were posting pictures and updates and videos that had similar hair types to mine, but none of them upkept it. I couldn't find somebody who was consistently posting from the start of their journey to now, and that's kind of, I don't know, it's sad kind of, because I would like to know more and be able to learn more from other people, because everybody has different opinions, everybody uses different products. I would love to know the tricks, know the products that you use. If you have any, you know, pointers for me, that would be great. This is gonna be my first like official video update for my locks. So like I said, I am 3 weeks in. Well, it was 3 weeks yesterday, and the back of my head looks like this. I have had one wash. She washed it when I went for my retwist last week. It wasn't a like full wash. It was just to get that not gunk off my scalp, I guess, just to make my scalp feel better. She used a peppermint oil shampoo. It felt amazing. It felt super overdue, even though I never washed my hair more than every 2 weeks anyway. I think it was the fact knowing that I couldn't just go upstairs and get in the shower and wash my hair that kind of made the itchiness intensify. Like, it really wasn't that bad, but I think knowing that I couldn't just like go scrub my scalp really good with shampoo and clean it made it that much worse. Like, my mind fixated on it. But that's really the only issue I've had with them. I like being able to get up and go in the morning for work. It's taken like a half an hour out of my get ready time, so that's good there. My mom and my grandma, which is, I thought they were going to hate them. They absolutely love them, which is, it makes me really happy because my mom's Caucasian, so is my grandma. I don't really have much to do with my dad's side of the family, which is my African-American side. So to hear that they like it, they want to touch it. I'm like, no, don't touch my hair. But they like watching the process. They like watching the little changes that it's going through. Cause first it was really, really big, bouncy looking Shirley Temple curls. I'll, insert a picture as to what it looked like on day one. They were very, very big, bouncy curls, and my mom was mistaken. She thought that they were going to stay like that, and I had to kind of pop her bubble and tell her that they're not going to stay like that, that they're going to go through a lot of changes over the course of my hair locking. My grandma, she has a lot of questions. She doesn't know what locking your hair is. She's never seen a lock in real life. She, you know, she's only going off of what I'm telling her, what I'm showing her, and I wish I could give her more information that explains things better, but like I said, I'm still learning myself. My sister, both of my sister-in-laws have locks. One has had them for about 10 years, and the other one started hers in 2017 or 2018. So my sister-in-law that I've had him for 10 years, hers are down to her butt. I mean, growth. She couldn't grow hair before. I mean, her growth is ridiculous because I saw her many, many times before she even put her hair in a ponytail, before she locked her hair. She started off with 2-strand twists. So did my other sister-in-law. She went from also not having that much hair to her locks are about yay now, which is amazing, you know, when you're struggling with growing your hair and then you do this and it's like your hair starts growing. I watched my sister-in-law, the one that locked her hair. I think it was like 2011 she locked her hair, so maybe she's a little short of 10 years. But I've watched it progress over time. And seeing her from when she first had her little 2-strand twists to now she has like this glorious mane of locks is amazing. Neither of them inspired me to lock my hair. I've asked my sister-in-law a lot of questions and everything else like that. It was a very personal decision. It was something I started researching over a year ago. I watched a lot of videos. I considered starting them myself and then I realized, no, I cannot do that. I don't know what I'm doing. So I went to professional and I was actually referred by one of my sister-in-laws. She also maintains my sister-in-law's locks and you know, I asked her a bunch of questions and she answered them and she's very personable and I'm happy I got them started by a professional because I think trying to lock my own hair, especially sectioning off and doing the locks in the back would be really difficult for me. I've never even braided my own hair. Every time I've had my hair braided, my mom did it or a friend did it. I can braid somebody else's hair, which is why I'm learning how to properly maintenance the locks so I can maintenance my son's because I can see all of his locks. I can see the back of his head. I can see the front of his head. You know, I think it'll be easier for me to learn how to maintenance mine through maintaining his. I may be wrong. But at his retwist next week, I'm going to stand beside her and kind of watch what she does. And she said that I could FaceTime her or just video message her through Facebook Messenger if I had any questions, if I ever wanted to try to do it at home. Right now at 3 weeks in, I'm not comfortable touching either of our hair. I still get nervous putting it in a ponytail because I'm in my head, all of this is going to lose its form. Even though it's been like this for 3 weeks now, it hasn't lost its form, but in my head, form never held in my hair before. My hair did anything and everything it wanted to. It was completely unruly. It wouldn't hold, you know, any kind of curl that I put into it. I couldn't straighten it. It would coil right back up. It would frizz. It, you know, I would say one day out of 2 months, I would have a really good hair day and I felt super confident. And I'm like, oh yes, look at this hair. Yeah. But, my hair has always been something that I battled with. I've never liked the texture of my hair. Through high school, I had a lot of heat damage because I straightened my hair a lot to, not only to fit in, but because I felt like it was an easier way to manage my hair. Even though every day I had to wake up an hour early for school and straighten my hair, I felt like it was easier than trying to maintain the curl because the curl's always been an issue for me. When I was younger, my hair was very, very loose. And as I matured and time progressed, my hair became very kinky and coily. It's not everybody's definition of kinky and coily, but to me, it was, you know, with this curl pattern, trying to maintain it, trying to maintain the frizz, you know, make it as least frizzy as possible and presentable. 98% of the time, my hair ended up going into a bun because I just didn't want to deal with it. And I felt like if I'm just going to throw it up in a bun every day, why not do something productive with my hair and, you know, put it into a style that's easy to manage. It is, you know, beautiful. I absolutely love it. I love the looks of locks on men. I love the looks of locks on women. I think it's a beautiful form of hair art almost. It's not really an art form, but you kind of get what I mean. You can do so many things with locks. You could put locks in so many different styles. I'm just very, very happy I decided to start the journey. I wish I would have started it sooner. I know I'm only 3 weeks in, but these 3 weeks have been really, really great for me. I have no complaints, none at all. Even though they're starting to become frizzy, I still don't have any complaints because honestly, this looks way better than my hair would on a regular day when I would put it down, you know, depending on what my curls wanted to do that, you know, this day or the next, you know, this side would be this much shorter than this side or vice versa, or my bangs would curl up into where they were like this itty bitty on my forehead. And then I'm over here looking like a dork. It's, I don't know, it's a different level of self-love. Now that I've started the locks, I look at myself in a different light. I look at myself in a very positive light. This year's been a big year of change for me. I have been on a weight loss journey, and I've lost 60 pounds since January. So I think this year's about self-empowerment, although all the chaos and everything going on in the world. This year is very much so about self-empowerment for me. Finding myself, finding my inner peace, and worrying about me instead of worrying about everybody and everybody around me and trying to manage everyone and make everyone else happy. I'm kind of focusing on myself this year, which it's been nice. It's been very refreshing. Not worrying about everybody else and just focusing. I mean, I still worry about my family. I still do things for my family. It's just the fact that I'm taking the time each and every day to ask myself how I am. And I thought I was doing well before I started with my locks. And now I feel it's opened up like a third eye to me, to myself. And it's became more than a weight loss journey, more than a lock journey. It's became almost like a spiritual journey. Not spiritual, like, you know, like angels and all that stuff, but spiritual as in becoming one with my own spirit, if that makes sense. But, that's pretty much all I have to say today. It's been a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. My apologies. But if anybody has any tips or if anybody has any questions. Oh, I started off with comb coils because I know people are going to ask. You can kind of tell there's no two-strand twists in my hair. You'd be able to tell 3 weeks out. But I'm going to insert pictures of day 1, week 1, and week 2, what I looked like. And I don't know if I'll insert them throughout the video or just add them at the end, but I will update all those. I did post a short little snippet, crappy quality, all that good stuff, of the morning of, before I was going to go get locked. So, yeah, if anybody has any tips or, you know, tricks up their sleeve, please let me know. Like I said, I usually do half up, half down. I wear it like this. I also, you know, I'll put a bandana over it, let my bangs hang out. Any other style suggestions would be great. How you maintain your locks. Do you use rose water? Do you use a mixture of essential oils with plain water? Like, I'm interested in what everybody has to say, and I look forward to talking to you all next time. Okay, trying to document this. We are at 1 week locked. That's what it's looking like right now. Strictly just using rose water in my hair. My coils in the back are holding up very well. I just wish I could have better control of these little twiddly doos. But yes, 1 week.